Greetings from wherever you are watching us. We are still covering the House of Hope dairy farm journey. It has been quite a very good journey, and something just clocked up into our mind. This is an urban area, and it's also a challenge faced by most farmers in peri-urban areas: waste management. By waste management, we mean the byproduct you get after feeding your cows, that is the manure. Most of the farmers have a challenge on how to use them. House of Hope has done a very good job on how to manage that manure. They have their biogas for two purposes: to get the slurry or that effluent from the biogas to grow their own fodder. Secondly, to run their farm machineries and the school, so they get their source of energy from the biogas. This is one of the biggest biogas I've come across. It's a 120 meter cubed biogas. It's able to run the pasteurizer. It's able to run the school activities that needs a source of heat. Here we have again Bwana Moses explaining to us something about the biogas, and the greatest interest is how they are able to utilize that, this being Ukambani, the Machakos County, Syokimau, an arid and semi-arid area where water is a big challenge. How they are able to use that effluent to grow their napier. And I can assure you, they have enough napier to run them January to December. Actually, if they were to sell, they would sell it. They can barely consume all they are producing. That's why they even have the intention to expand their farm capacity. Thank you, Bwana. Karibu sana, Bwana Moses. You can take us through this biogas unit.
So, some time back, we started thinking about how to adequately cook our food in the school kitchen, but at an economical price, because getting firewood to our area in Syokimau was very expensive. Again, we talked about the need for being friendly to the environment, and so we started thinking about biogas. And based on the numbers that we needed to cook for in the school, we consulted far and wide and came up with a 123 cubic biogas system that is able, whose main intent was to cook food in the school kitchen. When we started off, we didn't know much about it, but we had to get experts who came and helped us construct one, and we understood very well from the early onset that as the herd grew, the efficiency of the biogas system would grow. So as the cows, more and more cows matured, and we collected more cow dung, we would feed adequately. The biogas system would get more fire for more heat, or more fire for cooking for longer hours. So here in the system, I can take us through basically what a biogas system does. It's basically a biogas system produces methane from biodegradable material, and here our biodegradable material is the cow dung. So this is the mouth of the digester. We come and put manure here, and we mix it with a little bit of water to make it into a thick slurry. And then once we have mixed it and sieved any particles, we open up a small vent that flushes it down into what we call the main dome. So the dome is what you'll see here. Basically, you'll just see the neck, the top of the dome. So here we are standing on 123 cubic liters of biogas, of slurry. So this is the neck. The neck usually has some little bit of water. If you see bubbles here, it means that something is wrong. It's cracking up and the methane is bubbling up. So apart from the neck, I think here, hidden in some soil here, there's a pipe. There it is. That's a pipe that takes the gas all the way to the school kitchen. And it's far beyond those trees there. So what happens with the biogas system, as the gas becomes more, it pushes the slurry out. So this is what is called an expansion chamber. What you're seeing here is an expansion chamber. What it does is that it holds the excess slurry that has been pushed out after the biogas, when the methane inside the system is quite a lot. So as the gas is used up, the excess slurry comes back inside. So it keeps playing. Now, because of that motion, it makes very fine manure. In fact, and I've always told anybody that we've talked about concerning biogas, this is the main product, the biogas is the byproduct. We've always thought about it the opposite. But when you make this system, you are trying to get as much refined manure as possible. So after, when the gas is too much, it pushes so much effluent, and I think you can see a small vent there that overlooks.
Yes.
That is where the excess slurry falls, and that slurry goes down. It's what we have now, tumetengeneza mitaro that's gone into all these napier that you're seeing there. I think if you see down there, through gravity now, it just flows na mitaro huko, and it grows the napier that you are seeing. Also, we have some, like on my right there, you can see a little bit of a place where there's dry manure. That's where when the effluent, sometimes we direct it there into a small pond, then we, maybe for like 2 days, and then we cut off the entrance, so hiyo inakaa hapo inakauka for like about 1 week. Tunakuja tunagonga gonga, inakuwa very fine manure. Hiyo tunabeba tunapeleka kwa shamba. And sometimes I say, when you're very entrepreneurial, maybe ukitengeneza kama kale unaweza package, unauzia neighbor.
The kitchen garden.
Yes, your kitchen garden.
Now, when did you do this biogas?
This is 2017.
2017.
Yes.
Any challenge with it?
Yes, initially when we did it first time, we didn't get it quite rightly. We had a few challenges in the initial concept, but we brought on board somebody very good who came and rectified the problems we had. And from 2017 May or June, about there, excellent work.
Now, how often do you take this effluent or this slurry to the Napier ground?
Every evening it falls down.
Every section of the shamba?
It goes down, yes.
Or it goes sections by sections?
It goes, what we have done, we have made gates, hiyo mitaro tumetengenezea kama gates na mbao. Sasa tukitaka ipite kwa a certain section, tunafunga hizo gate zingine inapita hivyo. Tukiona imeingia imejaa kwa mtaro, tunajua imekunywa vizuri, we direct it another place. That's why you can see the napier going down like that. It's green and well fed, and then it's succulent because the manure goes all the sides you want it to.
Our viewer here in Syokimau, it's very dry. Getting any plant that is green is a big challenge. But here in House of Hope, you'll think that the place is a highland. Everything is green. The napier is a dark green. Do you use any other fertilizers in this napier?
No.
Or just the slurry?
Manure, just the slurry.
When I grow up, I'll wish to become a cow in this farm. There's a lot of greens to enjoy.
We actually just use just the slurry and it's green because when the ground has a lot of manure. Yes. And
I do irrigation to this napier or just the slurry?
The slurry itself, because inaendanga ikiwa na maji. Also what happens, also the cattle shed, once we wash, the water also comes and meanders the same way. So the water from the washing the cattle sheds inashikana na the slurry.
Where is your source of water in this farm?
Oh, we have a borehole that we have.
You have the borehole?
We have a borehole.
Wow.
That's the one that we use, and it brings water. So we pump water to this, the farm tank, the main farm tank, and then now from there, these are the tanks feed to the cattle and also down there.
So one thing you wish you started with in this farm was the biogas.
Oh yes.
Remember we started dairy farming with manure.
That is what maybe he was looking for.
So
he was looking for manure.
You wish you had this system and maybe in your early 2000s.
It has changed so many things because from using like 1 truckload of firewood every time to cook food, none of the food that is cooked, that is eaten by the kids in this school, is cooked by firewood.
It's biogas.
It's a biogas. We also pasteurize the milk and make yogurt with the biogas, and all hot water that is used in the cattle sheds for sanitation and hygiene, the biogas.
I like that one.
And my hope is in another maybe 2 or 3 years, I make another one, so that I can have 2 of them to even have more production in terms of like slurry, grow more, make sure that we have enough fire for cooking in the school and any other thing that we might want to do. And also, as I said, we might be able to be packaged manure then. We can, because if we make the slurry and let it dry up and we can package it, my neighbors here who have their kitchen gardens, they can get a source of manure.
Do you normally do any kind of maintenance to this biogas?
Biogas systems are supposed to be self-maintaining. Everything starts and ends at the mouth. Feed the correct composition of
What do
cow
you mean
dung.
by correct composition?
How you mix the cow dung with water and how you sieve out any impurities.
At what ratio do you mix the two?
Really, I might not even be able to give a certain type of a ratio. I just know you need to have a thick porridge like that is devoid of any impurities.
How do you get how do you achieve a content that is devoid of impurities?
You need to sieve it. Maybe let me see if I can get one of my people to show us. Check it. So he'll yes.
This is where you do the mixing.
Yes, that's actually just where the manure is deposited by the team that cleans the sheds. Then once they put it there, yes, just pick it up. Yes. So that one helps, you see, like that. It will come out kama kuna kitu yote ambayo iko hapo hivyo, atachunga hivyo, atatupa hapo.
Yes,
hivyo.
I see. Yes.
Unaona? So hiyo kichungi ndio inafanyanga hiyo kazi. So that by the time that we flush it down in the vent, haipaswi kukuwa na kitu yoyote.
Then you open this pipe.
Yes, the pipe now will let it.
Then everything will get inside.
Yes.
What is the purpose of this?
No, this one usually, these are just for maybe in case we need to put some water there. We carry the water and just deposit there.
Oh, it's that simple.
It's as simple as that. And huku hakunanga kazi ingine. The only thing about this neck is to make sure, as we have said, there's no bubbling. And as long as there's water up tumeona, it makes sure that that's a place that cracks. It will never crack. And just make sure that what is fed here is the right composition and it's self-feeding.
If I have the chicken, if I have chicken in the farm, and I don't have this the cow manure, can I produce the same gas using the chicken?
Well, one thing, there's a biogas system at your vegetables.
Yes.
Unasiaga tu, alafu unaweka maji, inaanza kuoza, inatoa methane. The major thing is what you have, the biodegradable source. Is it enough?
How many kgs of manure do you put here on a daily basis?
Again, that might be quite challenging for me to. What I know is that we use about 5 of those tanks every day, and we sweep our farm, we sweep our sheds twice a day to make sure we have enough, and that one keeps our production, because we have a gauge in the kitchen. I'm then rationing the gas levels. The gas levels, you want it to be at around 120 cubic every morning. That means 120,000 liters of gas every morning. And that is enough. By the time tunafika hii masawa ndio tukipika supper, tukimaliza kupika supper, you want it to still be at around 10 or 20. Remember that 20 is 20,000. Kwa hivyo ni mingi bado. Quite a lot. So that's why.
So there is no single day ushai kosa gas? No. Dear farmer, if you're in urban or peri-urban area or wherever you are doing your dairy farming from, biogas is a must-have in your dairy farm. The question is, will you get it right when you are doing your biogas? Don't be like Moses, who had to do it twice. At least do it once. Get the experts, get everything right. See you in our next video, and remember to subscribe.